Kolbrin Bible, Book 6, Book of Morals and Precepts, Chapter 30, Discretion. Much of the book is to develop your moral code. Avoid using it to judge others. NPR 32. Go not into a gathering of men when in the mood to fight, and their temper tends towards strife. Avoid doing what many others are doing, for if the crew become too many, the boat sinks. NPR 35. Examine the circumstances of every deed and its possible outcome before you embark upon any course of action. It is folly to open your mouth or to undertake anything until the consequences have been fully weighed. Thus, disgrace will never overshadow your path, nor shame enter the door of your dwelling. With discretion directing your steps, remorse will be unknown, and never will sorrow for your deeds bear heavily upon your shoulders. NPR 36. Let prudence always walk by your side. Her voice speaks with words of wisdom, and her hand will ever guide you safely along the paths of right. She will guard you from the blows of disaster and shield you from the winds of affliction. NPR 37. Give ear to her soft counsels of prudence, and write them on the tablets of your heart. She is the mother of all virtues, and the guardian of content. Understand, it takes two to have conflict, yet one can end it by refusing to continue. Make your opening argument the best you can, and then be on guard that you don't get lost in the heat of interacting with the other person. Be prepared for the moment you feel you've won the argument, then put an end to it. Walk away. Best way would be to make it simple. Often my response is, "Bless you." Hard to respond back to that. However, that was not my first choice. At first I often looked the fool, then I antagonized them when they started to repeat themselves. A good and heated discussion is one thing, petty is not. If you trigger them, then I suggest you remember they will respond and nothing they say will be nice. The goal will be to anger you. Why bother reading after you know this? Allow them the right to have the last say. I rarely read what they post last. I attempt only after long effort to avoid feeding into drama. I suggest, however, it is better to keep it simple and basic.